too much exercise diversity is killing your gains. Let me tell you why and what you should do instead. You're putting in blood, sweat and tears into your workouts, you're doing your best to stay consistent, but you're stagnating and your workouts don't seem to add up to anything, then you might be doing a huge mistake. Let me ask you this simple question. Are you doing too many exercises? Take a moment and deeply think about it. Are you training like a mad Instagram influencer, doing 50 exercises in the span of 10 minutes? Or do you train so long that your workouts sum up to 5 exercises per muscle group? If yes, then you, my friend, are suffering from too much exercise diversity. As with everything in life, finding the right balance is a key to success. And in this case, it is finding the right balance between fundamentals and self-monitoring to dig yourself out of stagnation. We'll be going over a simple but effective strategy that you can easily apply to achieve your fitness goals. But first of all, let us define what too much exercise diversity means. Too much exercise diversity means that you're not only doing too many exercises in one session, but that you're not even giving your body enough time to adapt to one exercise at a time. For example, you might be doing squats, into jumping jacks, into hip thrusts, into mountain climbers, into Romanian deadlifts, and so on. And that in one training session. You won't even really get into the groove of the exercises as you'll be jumping from one to another, thinking that doing more will lead to better results. But you're definitely not performing the individual exercises to their maximum potential. Your joints, tendons, and muscles have to warm up, and you have to get the mechanical rhythm down first. You cannot simply train effective for hours on end. Too much exercise diversity also results in you breaking the flow of an exercise after 2 to 3 sets and jumping straight to the next exercise to do it half-heartedly. But how can you break this miserable chain of ineffectiveness? How can you get to progress again? For you to jump back on the progress train, I want you to be critical of yourself and to apply this following strategy. First, get rid of that freestyle workout plan you have probably been doing for a long time. I want you to shift your mindset to the fundamentals. Ignore all the fancy Instagram exercises you've been seeing so far. So, step 1 of this strategy is to split your workouts into cycles with a duration of 4 to 6 weeks. Less than 4 weeks does not leave you enough time to get in tune with the exercises you would choose in step 3. On top of that, you won't see proper gains to evaluate the chosen plan in a time span shorter than 4 weeks. On the other hand, a training cycle of more than 4 to 6 weeks will definitely result in you getting bored by the workouts. It will also lead to you leaving gains on the table, as the right amount of exercise diversity will lead to the stimuli your muscles need to properly develop. Step 2 is to pick a workout style you can stick to. Full body splits, bro splits, upper lower splits, whatever floats your goat. For this example, we'll be going for an upper lower body split. Please be honest and make sure that you can stick to the workout routine in the course of your daily activities. In step number 3, we will then pick 3 to 4 exercises per muscle group, so legs, back, chest, etc. Not more, not less, and we will focus on really mastering the execution of those exercises. As an example, for chest we'll be going for 3 to 4 exercises that we will focus to improve on in the next 4 to 6 weeks. In this case, we'll be going for the barbell bench press, the incline chest press, the chest flies and dips. We'll be training chest for 2 times a week for a maximum of 16 to 20 sets, split over those 2 workouts, and this is what we will plan for each muscle group individually. In step number 4, we will be focusing on the progression of those exercises. Now, how do we progress? There's a reason we only chose 3 to 4 exercises for each muscle group, and the reasons are that we can then not only fully focus on mastering the technique, so the execution of the exercises, but that we can then also focus on progressively overloading the exercises and getting stronger in them, which will then lead to what we really desire, namely getting stronger, bigger and more explosive. In terms of progression in those exercises, I want you to focus on increasing either the time under tension So how controlled you execute the exercises, and to add weights if you feel that the exercises are getting too easy. Another benefit of mastering exercises with proper technique is that we will then be able to reduce the risk of injuries. So please always make sure to master the execution of exercises before going too heavy and injuring yourself. With this 4-step strategy in mind, you will be able to perform each exercise that you selected with a perfect technique and great strength gains at the end of the cycle. And here is where the self-monitoring comes into play. I want you to then analyze how you developed in terms of raw numbers and differences in your physiques. Try to nail down which exercises you enjoyed and then transition into the next 4 to 6 week cycle with the exercises you want to continue progressing in and new exercises you want to swap to. To recap this fundamental strategy, step 1 was to split your workouts into 4 to 6 week cycles. Step 2 was to pick a workout style that you can stick to and manage to perform in your individual time restriction. Step 3 is to pick 3 to 4 exercises per muscle group that you want to progress in, not more and not less. And in step 4, we discuss how you will progress in the chosen exercises and how you should continue after one 4 to 6 week training cycle. I really hope I could help you in regaining your focus and that you can start to progress in your pursuit of increased fitness with the help of this 4-step strategy. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when a new video is out. Peace.